calling God's people to a decision. Many of us have already decided, no matter what, if we're going to vote, or we're going to vote. We've already decided that. As I said to a friend of mine last week, I am different from you in making the choice about God, whether we're going to embrace Him or we're going to refrain, hold back from embracing Him. So, like how the country is called and challenged, that on September 3, are we challenging or have been challenged by someone or challenging ourselves to making a choice, or we are doing nothing at all? In the text, Moses said to Israel, he says, I set before you today life and prosperity.
Yeah.
Not only life and prosperity, but I also set before you death and destruction. So just as though in this election campaign, both political parties are set before us. And we're going to make a decision on election day if we're going to, which one we are going to choose. Moses said to God's people, I am also setting in front of you a decision. Life and you will get by. That's what prosperity means. You will get by. Things will go well for you. I am putting that in front of you. I am not only setting in front of you life and prosperity, but I am setting also in front of you death and destruction. And you have got to make a choice. Some of us, we are not doing anything. But did you know that by not doing anything, Sister Angie, you're still making a choice? You're choosing to do nothing. And sometimes I say that, some of us, we are not bad people. We're practically good, decent, upright, morally good, honest people. But sometimes when it comes to doing something, we're really not doing anything. So Moses challenged Israel to choose God. Joshua, later on, who took over from Moses, when his turn came to pass the baton on to another leader, in Joshua 24 and verse 15, Joshua challenged them also to decision making.
Yes.
So politically, by September 3, it is decision making time for Jamaica. Are we going to continue with what we have, who we have, or are we going to change course? Are we going to put in someone else? We have been challenged to decision making. And likewise, when it comes to our relationship with God, as it stands right now, are we going to continue with what we have in our lives, or are we going to change course? We have to make up our minds what we're going to do. So Joshua chapter 24, I think, and verse 15, Joshua said, but if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourself this day whom you will serve.
Yes.
So Joshua called Israel again to decision making, that if serving the Lord seems to be, what he says, a bad thing, The King James Bible says evil. My translation says undesirable. It don't look so nice. And that is why people today don't want to serve God. Not necessarily because it seems evil to them, but kind of got no dash. Look so nice. If we serve God, look so popular. We're going to miss out on certain things that my friends them into and the community into and everybody gravitating towards. So so this it's not something that I would desire to do. So Joshua says, as it comes to decision time, is it an undesirable thing for you to serve God? As our country comes to a decision, is it undesirable to change the government, or should we continue with what we have? Should we change? What we see happening in the country, should we change the course and so on, or what? And so Joshua said, as things are going with you and serving the Lord, is it something good? Or you don't like it? So we have to now think about decision time in our personal lives. That is it something good to serve the Lord? Or look so nice. Don't look so good. Me not think that serving him really kind of looks so good. So Joshua says, you have to make up your mind about that. Is it a good thing to change your life and to serve the Lord? So he says, if that is the case, or you want to serve the gods that you used to serve in Egypt, and in whose land you now living, in other words, as you look at your life personally now, should the status quo remain? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Should things remain as it is? Do you think that it is a good thing in your life personally? Joshua is asking them for things to remain as they are. You have to answer that question yourself now. I have to answer that myself too. Is it a good thing for my life to remain as it is? Is it good? But Joshua said, I don't know how you will answer. And as we politically put the politics of the preaching today, and we ask people, as we see things going in the country and so on, is it a good thing for things to continue the way they are? If not, Sister Etta will go vote them out. But if we think that things are okay, we're going to make them stay. So Joshua, Sister Sharon, is asking the question. As you look at yourselves personally and how things are happening in your personal life and your relationship with God, is it a good thing? Or should I change? Should I vote out some of the things that are taking place in my life? Should I vote them out? But then Joshua says, I don't know how you are seeing things. I want to tell you how things are. As for me and my household, my family, we will serve the Lord.
That's right.
That's a good thing. We will serve the Lord. So we have choices. We have choices, and as we were talking at the barber shop last night, and said to people, it don't make any sense. We no fuss and go on and galambad and hate each other and stab up and cut up and shoot. We have choices. You see that finger here? That's the choice. We dip it in the ink. We dip it in it. That's the choice we have politically. So we now have a cuss and a go on bad. Just go out election day and you dip the finger in the ink of your mark. Yes, that's all you have to do. We have choices. So they don't want to kill and curse and embarrass and shame and call and bad. So the same thing Joshua is saying is that you have to decide, but you have choices. But my choice is that as for me and my family, our choice is that we are going to serve the Lord. Everybody remember the story of Ruth. You know, who was this Moabite girl who Naomi had gone down into the land of Moab and she lost her husband and Elimelech, and she lost Marlon and Children, her 2 sons, and they came back and she says, me not have nobody, so I'm going back to my country. And Ruth and Orpah were coming with her back. And she says, go back, my daughters-in-law, go back to your own people. Go back. I have no more sons in my womb to give to you. Go back. And Orpah relented and went back. And she said to Ruth, you go back too, you go back too. And everybody remember the verse that we just know from their primary school, Sister Lurley. Ruth says, entreat me not to leave thee, nor to refrain from following after thee. For where thou goest will I go, and where thou lodgest will I lodge. Thy people will be my people, and thy God my God.
Yes, sir.
So Ruth made a choice.
Yes, sir.
Ruth made a choice and says, and Ruth became one of the great grandmothers of Jesus Christ. You know, you look in the genealogy, I don't know if you know that, but she married Boaz, and Boaz was the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of David. You see the choice? To just imagine the choice that Ruth made, you know? And so we have to say, I am going to make a choice to make myself a part of God's people and to make God my God, just as though in the political arena, if you're following things on social media, whoever people switch, some switch to green, some switch to orange, but what we're saying that when it comes to our choices that we're going to make for God, so somehow we have to start to switch, not politically, but switch from what we're doing.
Yes.
Ruth says that. Ruth says, no, your people will become my people. Ruth says, may I switch? And Ruth says, your God will become my God, may I switch? So some of us today, we need to make a switch. You hear me?
That's right.
In our choices, sometimes in the choices that we make, we just have to switch. We just have to switch. Even politically sometimes, people switch. So we have to switch. So Ruth says, I am making my decision. I am making my decision. In 1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 21, Elijah, one of God's greatest prophets, he went before the people, 1 Kings 18:21, and said, how long will you waver between two opinions? Stop there for a while. He was now talking to people who couldn't make up their minds. You know them? Lord Pastor, you know, so if you really start to mature, but so he says, the King version says, how long will you stand between two opinions, two decisions? You know, you don't know whether you should go. The festival contest have just ended. And I think I got a little glimpse of the song that won. I think it was a lady old, right, Sister Nara? You don't remember the song, but not talking about you, but long ago, there was a festival song that won that even though people are still critical of it because they were criticizing it at the barber shop 2 weeks ago. She stopped, she go, she stopped. Stop and go. stop, she go, she stop. And people say that song should not win. But they don't listen to the lyrics of the song now. She want to join the flow. She want to go over there. They say the things in the festival are so nice that she want to do everything same time. So she have to stop this one, go to this one, run this one. So it was showing how nice festival is. This song deserves to win. If you really listen to it, but people wanted the astronauts to win with the Jamarock song that came second. You know the Jamarock one that because it's nice and catchy and dancing. But the stop, she goes, she stops it. So say that this girl, really festival full of so much nice thing. She can't make up her mind which one she must stay at. So she stop at the one here, and she go on the one here, and she does the one here, and she step. You understand what I'm getting at? And that is the way you can't make up your mind. Kind of like we do. We can't make up our mind what we must do when it comes to serving God. So we between two decisions. You know? And Elijah says to the people,